In this lesson, we'll set up knee controls. Let's get started by hiding our model. We'll then go ahead and create a point helper. Now this helper, it's not going to be our control. It's going to help prevent shifting in our leg once we assign our control as a target. We'll make sure it's set to cross. We'll go ahead and right click to exit the helper tool. And now let's go ahead and use Alt-A to align this to the left shin. Alright, sweet. So that's position and orientation. Now, let's go ahead and switch our Move Gizmo to local mode. Sweet. We can then go ahead and move this forward only in the Y-axis. And this is how we're able to move along the same angle as our chain. So we can go ahead and prevent flipping, right? So it's just a matter of figuring out how far we want the control to be away from our shin. We don't want it to be too close, right? Because then we can run into flipping as the leg starts to move. So just go ahead and move this back just a bit. I think that this distance will work. Sweet, so now we're ready to design our control. Let's go ahead and jump to our back view. Next, let's go ahead and select our line tool. Let's check our snap settings. Should be set to grid points. I'll go ahead and turn on snapping, and we'll create our shape. What I'll do is go ahead and create an upside down triangle. For some reason I like that shape, I don't know why. But you can go ahead and build whatever you'd like. I'm just going to go ahead and stick with this shape. Sweet, let's go ahead and close the spline. Right click to exit the line tool and turn off snapping, and then we can jump back to our perspective view. From there, I'll go ahead and use Shift-A to quick align to the helper. Nice. From here, what I'd like to do is jump to the Modify panel just to adjust the shape a bit. The control is rather large right now. Let's go ahead and bring this down. I'll grab the Scale Gizmo. Let's make sure we scale from the center of our selection. And we'll start to just bring this in just a bit. And there we go. Sweet. Alright, let's say we go ahead and mirror this across. You remember how to do that, right? We can go ahead and grab our Move Gizmo. We can go ahead and set our coordinate space to view. And now all we need to do is go ahead and use the reciprocal value, right? Let's go ahead and clone the object. Control V, make that a copy. And we'll go ahead and get rid of the negative operator in the x-axis. So that's positive 7 point whatever. And there we go, we've mirrored the object. Now we can go ahead and grab both controls, and we can link them to the global node. Alright, sweet. So once we've done that, it's then just a matter of resetting the X-form on both objects. We'll want to collapse them down. And now we can go ahead and freeze them. Great. Let's say we rename them. So we'll use a naming convention of Anim L Knee for the first one. Sweet. I'll go ahead and copy this name, and we'll use that to rename the right control. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and recolor them as well. So there's the shade of yellow we've been using, and there's blue. Nice. Alright, I'd like to go ahead and switch to the Select tool with the Q key just to make sure we don't link to another object accidentally. I'll also go ahead and get rid of the helper. We no longer need it. At this point, we can go ahead and make sure that both objects get added to the controls layer, and then we're ready to assign them as targets. Let's go ahead and start on the left side. We'll grab the IK goal, and we'll head over to our motion panel. From there, we'll go ahead and click None, and we'll now select the control object. Take a look, no shifting. Let's go ahead and do the same thing on the right side, and then we'll test this out. We'll also make sure to bring the character back so we can have a look at our deformations. Alright, sweet. So I'll go ahead and bring the model back, and we'll start to move our controls. So take a look, our twist system holds up very well. Super exciting stuff. Alright, great. So there we have it. Remember, from time to time, just check and make sure that you have frozen your objects by using transform to 0. We are good to go. Now, what I'd like to do is take this a step further. We can actually create splines that are connected to the shins and our controls just to make sure that we can always track our control objects. And this is very important for more complex performances with the characters moving all over the place. We need to keep track of these control objects. So I'm going to show you how to build a system like that in the next lesson.